I want to welcome you to number 17 of the entries for the new entry series. And I just thought I'd let you in on what's been going on. Um, last night was the second to final night for Awanas this season. It was officially the last night it was officially the last Awanas night for this season that the kids had to memorize the verses and all that. That basically tells the verses from last week. Because the verses that they would be on this week, they don't have to memorize and tell us next Wednesday, because next Wednesday we're just going to have a party and all that. And we are kind of ending a little earlier than we did last year. Last year I think we ended around the first week or second week of May or something like that. This way the kids can, but this way it's a little bit better because this way the kids can focus more on the last month and a half or month and 2 weeks of school and whatever. And for my mom, it helps her out because she's got finals coming up, and a midterm, a second midterm, and finals coming up. So it gives her time to study and get her mind focused on what she needs to get done. Um, but yeah, it's actually been not much going on. You know, uh, I don't know much to say. Originally, according to our plan for last night, we were supposed to do water sports outside, but we couldn't do it because it's been raining it was raining the past 2 days, and now it's semi nice out. It's just got an overcast of clouds, and it's a little bit of a breeze. But it's a nice breeze to the point that I have the windows open, so it's good. It's real good. And me, oh man, if I look a little tired, if I look a little tired, a little out of it, I am a little tired. I am a little tired or something like that. I didn't get to bed until about 2:30 last night or something because I was up waiting for my mom to go to bed. I know you're probably thinking, well, you could have gone to bed yourself and let her stay up, but she just the thing is, she had to take care of some of her schoolwork and all that, so she had to stay up a little longer, and she was talking to family and all that. So, but anyways, but that's commonly known when it comes to the final 2 months of school. You're always bound to you know work on your schooling a lot more than you usually do. I remember when I was a senior in high school, myself and my fellow classmates, I should say, would stay up until almost past midnight, almost until about this time, like my mom did, almost 2:30, maybe 3 in the morning, sometimes working on our senior projects, our senior term papers for our senior projects, and then our senior projects. It was like, man, we just, we could just barely, stay awake in class, but we did. So. But yeah, my mom, had to stay up and work on this. She's got a lot to do school-wise in the next month because the 28th of May is the last day. So thank God for that. But like I said last night with the Awanas, originally we were going to do water sports with them, but that didn't happen. Instead, they ended up staying indoors and working on like a little puzzle, a little arts and craft puzzle around Moses. Basically what our friend, who's a co-leader, did, or co-refounder, as I like to call her, and leader. What she did, she had this little she had this craft of a puppet of some kind of a puzzle. It was basically a craft where the kids got to color in Moses, but they had to cut out the parts, like cut out his body, paste it onto a paper, his head, paste it on his beard, all that. So that was fun for them to do. And really, not much. And like I said, next week we're doing I'll do our spring celebration, and we're gonna have the summer off and do what we have to, and get ready for next year for Awanas. We found out some information too. We found out that there might be some changes that we want to implement a little bit with Awanas. For an example, I've heard, but these are just things we're talking about. There's nothing really set in stone yet. But these are just things we're talking about. Like, we want to, like, we're just, we're discussing the fact that, the Cubbies could end up being, pushed up in age, if you know what I mean. Basically, what I mean by pushed up in age is Cubbies in Awana is mainly for like preschoolers. So once you reach kindergarten, or then, you go right to Sparkies. Well, we've kind of come to, well, what they're discussing is basically to push up the age to where Cubbies will be Cubbies will basically be preschool and kindergarten. That's what they're pushing at. And they're pushing at the fact that Sparkies will be first and third, and TNT, which is now the equivalent of Pioneers and Guards, will be fourth and fifth. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was when I went to Awanas back as a kid. So I don't know why they changed it, but that's how I remember it. So, but anyway, that's what they're talking about. Again, nothing is really set in stone yet, but that's just what they're talking about because, they have the reasons. They have the reasons. And, but really, not much else going on. I mean, right now I'm finalizing a movie finalizing a new CMV I did, featuring the 80s song "Can't We Try" by Dan Hill and Vonda Shepard, and of course it's a Sonic and Sally fan vid or CMV. So, but really that's all that's been going on, and I got my nephews coming this weekend, and I think my mom and myself and my sisters are going to, along with their families, are going to try to go to the Stockton Asparagus Festival. And really, that's about all. So I think I'm going to wrap this up, and thank you for watching entry 17 of the new entry series, and take care.